You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the hood table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. They addicted to the content, got them binge watching. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clocking. They don't wanna miss a second of this HT content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn your back and tell you sorry, try again, Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the hood table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Hood Table one more again. It's your girl Tanya with the Hood Table coming back at ya. I'm still in the kitchen cooking. Some of y'all probably saw me earlier doing a review on Sisters. I'm still in the kitchen cooking my brunch, my pork chops, my grits, and my cheesy eggs. And the pork chops is just now finishing. Let me show y'all these chops. Big old chops. You bad boys. Mm-hmm. Some big old chops. And they about done. They about done. But anyway, we're gonna review now the Heaven Have Not season 8, episode 4, and it was called The Appointment. So make sure you guys like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table channel, and also follow us on IG, Twitter, Stereo, Facebook, and thehoodtable.com. Thank you so very much. And as usual, make sure you put in the comment section what you thought about this episode, the storyline, or any of the characters. Please and thank you very much. Now, at the beginning of this episode, take these chops out of here. Okay, got them off here. Now I gotta work on my grits and my cheesy eggs. But anyway, at the beginning of this episode, we saw Jim. He's still having a very difficult time dealing with Hannah because Hannah has so much power over him and he cannot stand it. Despite all of his threats, though, that he's giving Catherine when he visited her at jail, despite all his threats, Catherine, she was not in the least bit moved by his behavior, by none of his theatrics. She told him she's not going to sign the papers. If Marty comes down there, she won't be there because she's like, God, take me back to my quarters, aka my jail cell. But the thing is, to me, why would she sign him over anyway? I mean, her and Jim, they ain't getting along. They ain't been getting along. They sleeping with. Marty has yet to be able to manage to get her released from jail. So why would she get him the papers to hand over her estate to Jim? No. And even though we know that, yes, Hannah's kids, Benny, Candace, they still have Jim's $8 million, or at least what's left of it. I don't know what all they have spent by now. But it's Marty and the two accountants that Mrs. Cryer should really keep her eyes on anyway, But anywho, to try to come up with his next move, Jim has David pay a visit to Uncle Vinny. Now, during that meeting, David, he's trying to understand exactly how much protection Candace is receiving from the Malones, because the Malones, they owe Candace. So they doing her a favor by protecting her. Jim needs to see how much protection she has, because right now he's willing to do any and everything possible to get his money back, from Candace. But he ain't crazy. He ain't trying to step on the Malone's toes, because although he's powerful, they powerful as well, but he ain't crazy. So if he can go about this without, knocking heads or stepping on toes, that's what he's trying to do. That is why David needs to know if Candace can be dealt with at all. So now I'm wondering, and y'all let me know what y'all think. Do you think Jim or David will wind up making a deal with Uncle Vinny to get to Candace. It's a lot of money at stake here. Maybe they'll offer him, some of that $8 million. I don't know. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. But afterwards, Catherine, when she got back to herself, she meets this little young lady, this young mother by the name of Gina, who was just locked up. And you can see that she was extremely torn, from being torn away from her kids, being pulled away from her kids. Catherine, she tries her best to soothe her. And in doing that, during the conversation, Catherine learns that because the father of Gina's kids has friends in very high places, he got full custody of them. Now, Catherine first thought, well, you must be an unfit mother, but no, she's not an unfit mother. Gina actually called her ex molesting her daughters, their daughters. So after witnessing that, she took the girls and she ran. She took off as she should. But now the young mother, she's locked up. She tried to report him, but with his pockets being so fat, from being a big time building developer, he was able to pay a judge to lock her up. Now, coming to find out, the ex, Patrick McWallace, is the developer or was the person who helped build Catherine's hotel. So they know each other. But she was like, real quick, we ain't friends. It ain't that type of party. So incidentally, Catherine was also kind of in a certain way reminded of her own deceased daughter. This Gina girl kind of reminded her of her daughter. Catherine was really touched after hearing Gina's story. Mrs. Crane, who still has some cards to play and some favors on standby, offers her help to help Gina get her kids away from their perverted father. Will she be able to do it? I don't know, y'all, because she ain't even been able to figure out a way to get her own self out of jail. But you're going to figure out a way to get this lady's kids back. Now, which seems difficult? Which seems more difficult? Y'all tell me, but we shall see. We shall see. Now, moving on to Jeffrey, Madison, and Kobe. So, it seems like lately, Kobe has been getting roughed up on the job. And just to think, he used to be a painter by day. I mean, I'm like, what? Used to be a painter. He was a painter by day, now turned whore by night. I would have never thought. I would have never thought it. But anyway, from watching, the bedroom scene, I wasn't really feeling Kobe when he was. I don't think he was being honest. Y'all let me know what y'all think. When he was saying that he be having fun doing what it is that he do, like his friend, well, ex-lover, Madison told him, he's concerned with him. He wishes that he would stop doing what he does, start working in the middle of the night, whoring around and giving his body to all kinds of different people. And Kobe said, why? I'm having fun. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I see right through you, Kobe. I see you. Hopefully y'all do too. But I don't know what exactly his last John did to him, but he did say his John was too rough, and you can definitely tell that he's sore. He was wincing in pain, when Madison touched him. So I don't know. I don't know. Getting rough, or did he actually get beat? I don't know. Now, when it comes to Jeffrey, though, you didn't even catch a hint of jealousy from Jeffrey at all at the sight of Madison and Kobe in the bed together. Kobe got up out the bed, apologized to Jeffrey. Jeffrey jumped right in the bed, laying his head on Madison as if Kobe was never even there. Now, y'all know that's a big difference between Jeffrey and Justin, right? Big difference, especially when Jeffrey is actually dating Madison. So he could have been a little jealous if he wanted to. We got to get him that. But Justin just wanted to be with Jeffrey. That wasn't his man. But he's still out there acting crazy and jealous and psycho, all that kind of stuff. He is a whole psychopath. Justin is a whole psychopath. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Speaking of Justin, his brother Tanner is still giving him a hard time, as well as trying to, he's beating him up. He's still trying to beat the gay out of him, still trying to force him to be straight. However, that was interrupted by Veronica's guy, Mr. Assassin, who was sent there to deliver a message to Tanner. Once he delivered the message, he also confirmed to Veronica back at the crib that Jim is still having somebody follow her. And when it comes to that, unbeknownst to them, They still follow around her housekeeper, her look-like housekeeper. They ain't even on Veronica's trail for now. For now. For now. Now, as far as Justin, there is no denying that he's afraid of his brother, but he seems to be a lot more afraid of what Veronica might have in store for his brother. Therefore, he made several attempts to contact Jeffrey. Thanks to Kobe, though, playing on Jeffrey's phone, Jeffrey has no idea what his mother is up to right now. That crazy bitch, she's always up to something anyway. But this time, y'all, what is it do you think that she wants with Tanner? What exactly is Veronica up to now? Y'all let me know what y'all think she's up to now. Moving right along to the president-elect, Charles and Oliver. Once Charles told Oliver that he didn't want to be disturbed, Oliver quickly warned Gretchen not to come. He picked up that phone so fast. "Doo, doo, 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 doo." He don't want you here. And I was thinking, like, who is Gretchen, y'all? As y'all can see, I'm drawing a blank here, you guys. So please help me out. I'm like, who is Gretchen? I start trying to go back into the storylines, into the different scenes. And I'm like, what did I miss? I don't remember Gretchen. I don't remember Gretchen. So y'all let me know who she is. But in any case, whoever this Gretchen is, instead of turning around, she ignores Oliver and decides to make the trip over there anyway. And by the way, while Oliver was trying to handle that situation, we find out that not only Veronica, but Candace is also being followed. So that's why Landon knew about her purchasing a pregnancy test. But is she pregnant? Like, that's the real question. Is she pregnant? Do y'all think Candace is pregnant? And if so, by who? Because I think if she is, it's by President-elect Charles. But I've been seeing on the blogs, and some people think her and Mitch might have had some type of relationship. And that's why her brother, Benny, doesn't want her around Mitch. So y'all let me know. Because even though, like I said, as far as her being pregnant, um, I'm not for sure she's pregnant or not. Mitch, he did make a comment to her about how much she's been glowing lately, but she did deny that she took the test. Moreover, she was also under the impression that Charles had Landon to convince her not to go through with the pregnancy if she was pregnant. So I'm asking y'all, how do y'all think Charles will react, or what do you think Charles would do if he was to find out that Can is indeed, in fact, Prego? If she is Pregosaurus, let me know, y'all. Let me know. And last but not least, to the final scene that I have been waiting for. I was so upset. I had been waiting for this scene, and I was so upset that the episode cut off right when Hannah found Jim in her bedroom suite, sitting there looking crazy. Now, I just knew that we was gonna get more on that scene because the last episode, that's what they showed in the previews. Hannah finding Jim in her chair in her room. So I'm thinking it's gonna be in this episode. What's gonna go down? What's gonna happen? Instead, at the end of this episode, that's when she came into the room, saw him sitting in the chair. She's like, "What the hell is you doing here, Jim?" And then the show went on. I'm like, Tyler Perry, ooh, Tyler Perry, we beefing, bro. We is beefing, bro. But anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think gonna happen. Do y'all think old Hannah's gonna have to go upside his head just like she did with David last episode? Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. And also, don't forget, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the Hood Table, and follow us on IG, Stereo, Twitter, Facebook, and at our website, thehoodtable.com. Thank you so much. I'm about to finish my little brunch here, my poached chops, my grits, my cheesy grits, and my cheesy eggs. And then I'm going to sit here and enjoy the rest of the day. I took off today. I took off tomorrow for PTO. So it's like, that's how I feel. That's how I feel after working 7 days a week for almost 5 months. It's going into 5 months now, doing overtime for the job, even though I'm working at home. When you're working, you're working. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, I needed a break. So I took off these 2 days. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful holiday season. I hope everybody is safe and healthy and remaining vigilant out there with this CB-19. They got supposedly a cure aka a vaccine that has been coming out. So I'm sitting here, I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna watch them, play, guinea pig with a lot of people, and then I'll let y'all know down the line, like maybe next year or the year after, if I'm gonna take the vaccine. But until then, y'all stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Bye.